It's week 4 of the NFL. And coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. He comes in 5th in passing touchdowns so far. It's the Jets and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. He's going to have those kind of outings in year one. But the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The numbers for Williams a week ago. 11 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he'd been off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Nix to the air. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 3rd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, now Rodgers. He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On play action, Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Reynolds will go in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Nix. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down. Nix from the shotgun. And that is incomplete here. You talk about this Jets defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Looks like a 2nd empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Here's 3rd and 3. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Hall ought to give up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Hall. And shutting him off now open field. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Shelling through the defense. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got him on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And coming out now the Broncos. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing Nix. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Nix. A throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And here's Trenton Gill now. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. A whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers going to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12, as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Unable to corral him, he fights through, and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nix to the air. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams, 68 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. To throw, here's Nix. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Nix once more. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Cedric Wilson, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Cooper Kupp with 3 touchdown receptions. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jordan Addison, a touchdown catch in that first half. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP Aaron Rodgers. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To throw is Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. The tight end in motion right. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll look to run with Hall, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit, threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. A little juke. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
At halftime, he had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And that is incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball again on 2nd down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver's offense now set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now it's Nix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing Nix. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. To throw is Nix. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Now Hall to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Rodgers going to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now.
as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Second down and a yard. Nix to the air.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So first and 10 now from the 30.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Ball again on second down.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw, here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Looking to throw. Nix finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Nix. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
On play action, here's Nix. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
Nix looking to throw again.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Touchdown, Broncos. Josh Reynolds from 19 yards away.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumble.
And they're going to sack him again. The fifth time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And two, doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taking it about the 16.
The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Hall again.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the fifth time here today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Nix from the shotgun.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's a win here for the Jets. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game